Guys, if you are just stepping into the auto body and painting industry, then there are certain things and tools that you should know they exist when you are just starting out. Even if you don't have money to invest in the tools at the moment, you should know that this type of things are there in the first place. They can make your life better, easier in the long run, which will take your auto body and painting skills a long way. My name is Ryson and I am an auto body and paint expert author and instructor, and welcome to Ryson's Spraybooth. So without any further ado, let's get the video started. Okay guys, your first step into the auto body and painting industry. The main thing that you should have is the air compressor. There is no compromising on that, so I will not include that in this video. I will only include things which come after the air compressor. Air compressor is the main thing. Without that, auto body and painting cannot exist. So let's keep that aside and let's move on to the first thing. And the first thing that you should know that exists is the spray guns. Yes guys, I know most of you guys will know what a spray gun is. But when you are just starting out, maybe you don't know about it and you are thinking how the paint is to be laid on the surface. Well guys, you'll have to use a spray gun. Now there are many types of spray guns. There are HVLP spray guns, there are LVLP spray guns. These spray guns come with various tips and I have already made a video on that. So I will put a link of that video in the end screen so you can later go there and watch all those videos as well and increase your knowledge in auto body and painting. So the most important tool to have is the spray gun. With that, let's move on to the next one, and the next one is also very important tool and which is used most in auto body and painting, and that is the sandpapers. Yes guys, those who are already into auto body and painting, you guys know that sandpapers are the most important thing in auto body and painting. If you want to level a dent, if you want to level the body filler, if you want to take out rust, everywhere sandpaper is used guys. If you want a professional like finish, you have to sand before the primer, after the primer, even when you are done applying the clear coat. Once it is dry, you will have to sand it if you want a mirror like finish. So sandpapers are used just everywhere guys, and they are the key in acquiring a pro like finish. So when you are just starting out, you have to know sandpapers. I've already made a dedicated video on that. I will put a link of that video also in the end screens. Later you can go there and check out all those videos guys. So let's move on to the next thing, and the next thing is DA sander. Yes guys, also I have video on this guys. DA sander is a machine which is connected to the air compressor and it makes your life easy guys. It will cut down your sanding time to half, and it will also save lots of your efforts and energy because it will do all the work for you. Very easily it flattens out the surface and it will give you a nice and smooth surface. When you are just starting out, you don't need this DA sander, but you should know about it so that you can use it in the future. The next thing that you should know about is the sanding block guys. Sanding block, very important. Yes, you should know that this type of sanding blocks exist. It is like a wooden block or a rubber block. It has flat surfaces. You put your sandpaper on that block and you start to do the sanding. When you sand with the block, it will take out the high spots first, and then you know very easily where are your low spots. If you want, you can fill up your low spots with more putty, or you can sand more and make the surface flat by sanding more with the block. Again, a must-have tool and you should know about it when you are just starting out. Let's move on to the next thing guys. Fast we'll quickly go through this video. Number 5 is putty knives. Very important tool to have. When you want to apply your body filler, you will have to make use of these putty knives. You want to apply the body filler nice and flat. So for that guys, you will have to use this type of putty knives. They come in plastic, they come in metal. Metal putty knives are available everywhere. You will find them in all the hardware shops. But the fiber and the plastic putty knives are not that easily available. You will have to order them online. But the metal ones work great guys. You can use them to apply the body filler. Everybody use them, even the wall painting guys use them, and they are available everywhere. They are very cheap, so you should know about this tool so that when it's time to apply the body filler, that is the tool you should have. Let's move on to the next one guys, and the next one is masking tapes. Yes guys, now why you need masking tapes? Masking tapes you need because In some places you don't want your paint to get stick to, and you don't have control over the spray, guys. With the spray gun, when you are spraying the paint, you cannot create that line like how you create it with a paintbrush. The spray will go all over and you don't have control over it. So wherever you don't want your paint to stick to, you will have to cover that surface with a masking paper. Yes guys, masking paper you can use even plastic there. So whatever you put it there, and to hold that masking paper you will have to apply the masking tapes so that it stays in place. Once you are done spraying the paint, you will have to take out those masking tapes and it will create that nice border. The better you apply the masking tapes, the better finish you will get, guys. So now you know how the pro painters get nice borders on their paint jobs, because they use the masking tapes and the masking paper. So when you are just starting out, you should know about these things. Let's move on to the next thing. And the next thing is the tech cloth. Yes guys, tech cloth. Now nobody talks about this, guys. What is a tech cloth? Well, tech cloth is used just before you apply the base coat, guys. Now when your surface is ready, you keep the surface ready and you fill up your spray gun, and then your spray gun is now ready to spray the paint. The last thing that you do is take the tech cloth and you wipe the surface. It will take out any bugs on the surface, any lint, overspray, everything it will take out. Once it takes out everything, your surface is nice and clean. Immediately you take your spray gun and you start to spray the paint. Very important thing to know, even between the base coats you will have to use the tech cloth to take out the overspray. Not many people talk about it, but it's a very important thing to know when you're just starting out, guys. There is something called as a tech cloth. So let's move on to the next thing, guys, and the next thing is, ninth one is body hammers and doily set. What is body hammers and doily set, guys? Body hammers come in different shapes, guys. They have a pointed back, round head, square head, and many types. And the doily set is the tool which you hold in your hand behind the panel and you use the hammer to beat the panel. It is also called as panel beating. It is used to shape up the panel, guys. If there is a dent in your panel, you will hold that doily. The doilies also come in different shapes. So you hold that doily underneath and you bang the panel with a hammer. So you get these tools in one box, guys. I will try to put a link of it in the description below. You can go there and just check it out how it looks like. But you get this type of tools, guys. So when you're just starting out, you should know about it. Moving on to the next thing, and the next thing is stud welder, guys. Stud welder and slide hammer. What does stud welder and slide hammer do? Guys, when there is a dent on your vehicle and when you can't reach that dent on the back side to push it out, that is the time you will have to use a stud welder. You will have to weld the pins to the surface and you will have to pull those pins out with a slide hammer. Very advanced tool, very easy to use. I like to use this stud welder, guys. Very easily it takes out the dent. But you will have to be extremely careful before using it. You should know the process, because you can ruin your panel if you don't know how to use it. So if you want to learn Autobody and painting seriously, then you guys know already that I have created a course on it. I have put a link of that course in the description below. You can go there and enroll yourself. Moving on with the next one, guys, and the next one is a grinder. Now most of you people will know this tool. It's a very common tool. The tiles fitter use it, the carpenters use it, the welders use it. Most of the people use this tool. It's a very common tool and it is one of my favorite tools, guys, because it can make your life easy. But it is also a very dangerous tool, guys. So you will have to wear your safety gears before you use this grinder. You will need it to take the paint out from the surface. You will need it to level a welding job and all that stuff. But it is a very important tool to have. And as a newbie, you should know about this grinder. Moving on to the next one, and the next one is a similar type of tool, and most of the households have this one, and that is the drill. It is used to make holes. Most of the houses have this tool, and I think you will know about this tool as well. So let's not talk about it much. We'll directly move on to the next one, and the next one is, guys, the heat gun. Yes, guys, this is the first tool that you will have to use when you're just starting out with a paint job, because there are decals on the surface, there are stickers on the surface, and you will have to take out these stickers, guys. And to take out these stickers, you will need this heat gun. You hit up the sticker and it will come out very easily. Now this heat gun is like a hair dryer guys, but the hair dryer doesn't become so hot. The heat gun becomes so hot that it can burn yourself. The air from the heat gun is very hot guys, so you'll have to be extremely careful while using it. And if you are blowing that hot air on the fiber, then it can melt your fiber guys. So you'll have to be extremely careful while using it. Again, a very nice tool to have, and as a newbie you should know that this type of tool exists. So with that, let's move on to the last tool guys. Last tool. What could be the last tool guys? The last tool is buffing machine. If you guys want mirror like finish, the showroom like finish, then this is the tool to have. Because once you're done with the color sanding, you will have to use a buffing machine to bring that shine back. You can use it with wool pad, with sponge pad. There are many expensive pads as well, but you will need this tool for your paint to shine like a mirror guys. Even you can use it to polish your old paint. Very important tool to have, and as a newbie you should know that this type of tool exists. Now in this video guys, I have told you about the tools that you should be knowing. So in my next video I will tell you about the products, like the paint products. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then see that you subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon so that you will not miss any of my future videos. And if you found this particular video useful, then see that you like and share with your friends and family. Till then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye and take care.